Previously on Sim Survivor. 18 castaways began the 39-day journey for 1 million simoleons, divided onto 3 distinct tribes: the white collar, aka Banaba, blue collar, aka Arona, and the no collar, aka Tarawa. At the beginning of the game, conversations were flowing with Eduardo becoming a quick leader for the white collar tribe, and Melissa, Jared, and Cassia all forming an alliance on the blue collar tribe. On day 2, at the first immunity challenge, there was an opening twist, with each tribe needing to appoint one person to represent them. Eduardo was appointed by the white collar tribe, Kavita was appointed by the blue collar tribe, and Elena was appointed by the no collar tribe. At the immunity challenge, Eduardo finished first, securing immunity for his tribe and an extra vote for himself, and Elena won immunity for Tarawa, sending Kavita to tribal council with her tribe with an automatic vote against her. On day 3 at tribal council, by a vote of 3 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, Kavita unfortunately was eliminated. 17 castaways remain, who will be voted out next. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of season 3 of Sim Survivor. We had a really eventful episode last time, and I feel bad because this episode isn't going to be as eventful. There's not going to be a tribal council this episode. There's just going to be a reward challenge, so nobody will be getting eliminated. But this is an opportunity for everybody to get to know a bit more of the castaways, so this is a bit more of a get to know you episode than it is a progression of the season. But nevertheless, it's important to recap. So in our last episode, unfortunately, Kavita was eliminated. I feel really bad because she was the leader for her tribe in that challenge, but unfortunately fell a bit short. But unfortunately, now we have 17 castaways, and everybody is still vying for that spot. The idols, I'm not going to disclose where they are, but we've got a few power players and alliances already forming. So, without further ado, I think we should get into today's episode. And it's probably a somber moment on the blue collar tribe right now. We didn't see an idol played last night, and unfortunately Kavita was eliminated. I was really rooting for her. If you saw any of my reviews of the cast or my commentary at the end of episode 1, I was definitely a Kavita fan, but I don't think that was the last we've seen of her. Gonna disclose more about that soon, but can't say anything at the moment. Gotta keep the secret going. But nevertheless, everybody on the blue tribe except for Melissa received a vote against them. So definitely something that everybody needs to take into account. Everybody's got a target on their back. I know he was appointed the leader, so it was for a reason, but Eduardo is undoubtedly the Banaba tribe's godfather. He is navigating a lot of the social connections, and a lot of people are just flocking to him to converse, so I think he's definitely somebody to watch out for. Everybody knows he's got an advantage in his pocket with the extra vote, so he's definitely somebody to watch out for. Everybody on the white collar tribe needs to be careful, or they could become his next victim and just all go out back to back to back in Eduardo's control, so definitely gotta be cautious. I think it's very fitting, but the no color tribe is in a really good spot in the game. They did win immunity. They didn't win an advantage though, but they're just in the middle pack right now. They're feeling pretty safe. They're just gliding by, which I think is pretty representative of who they are as people. So it's going to be interesting to see how they progress throughout the game. I wonder if they're going to just keep staying in the middle and win those immunities, or if they're going to find themselves in tribal council soon. Regardless, we know nobody's going this episode, but definitely an interesting tribe. A lot of cool personalities on this team, so I wouldn't like to see them go to tribal council. Obviously, I wouldn't like to see any tribe go to tribal council, but definitely there's a lot of fun people on this team. On the Banaba tribe, Lydia is definitely somebody who is also making a really good job having social connections with people. She's doing a good job connecting with people like Marlon, Matt, but unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot of conversation from Carrie or even Diane, who I think she's sleeping right now, but they're definitely people who are laying under the radar, and while that may be good for them, at this moment, if they go to a tribal council, they're going to be the names that come up on the chopping block. So I think they should follow suit kind of with Marlon and Matt and not be too out in the front because then you're a target, but like kind of find the middle to an extent. So, which is good because Matt wasn't even talking yesterday. A lot of people are definitely more reserved at this stage than they were on day one. While we're talking about reserved, I think it's safe to say that the Arona tribe is undoubtedly quiet at the moment. Not a lot of conversations are happening. I think there's an underlying tension on the tribe just because everybody received a vote and people don't know who was responsible for voting for them. So there's a lot of distrust, a lot of concern that people might become the next target and follow Kavita if they were to lose the next immunity. So a lot is at stake right now. I think people just need to be cautious. I think Darren and Bert are probably on the outs right now, so they definitely need to ensure that they're making social connections, or they could easily be eliminated next. Okay, so I know I was just saying that Carrie wasn't socializing enough on the Banaba tribe. I'd like to quickly retract that while I can. I just got a notification that her and Matt have a really good relationship level, so she's definitely making really good social connections. Sorry for underestimating you, Carrie, but now that leaves the Banaba tribe in an interesting situation with Eduardo and Lydia, essentially a duo, and then Matt and Carrie. It makes it a bit uncertain where Marlon and Diane lie in the middle of this and whether they're going to come between the two duos or whether those two duos will team up to vote those two off. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm concerned still for Diane. I think she needs to talk more, but I think it means now that Marlon might need to chat a bit more too because he needs to find himself a duo partner. So the Tarawa tribe, I think you can visibly see right now, is not the cleanest tribe. I get they're immune and they're free-spirited, but these people definitely need to clean up a bit or definitely just focus on personal hygiene. I know you're limited to shower and 2 bushes, so like how clean can you be? But also like other tribes are doing it, so they definitely need to find a way to clean up and tidy up a bit because it's making their surroundings a bit of a mess. I think the Arona tribe's campfire barbecue thing setting on fire is a perfect illustration of their current state. They are up in flames. There's a lot that they have to navigate, and with an impending challenge coming soon, that is not how you want to be. You need to be a cohesive team, and they are just not in it right now. So yeah, without further ado, the challenge is just about to start. I hope they're able to get their stuff together, but I'm very doubtful at this point. Hello, Castaways! Getting your first look at the Arona tribe. Kavita voted out at the last tribal council. Without further ado, welcome to your first reward challenge of the season. Before we begin, I'm going to quickly explain how today's challenge is going to work. Today's reward challenge is called painting, and here's how it's going to work. Each member on each tribe will be painting their own picture. Once everyone has finished, we will then tally up each tribe's totals in terms of the price value, and the team with the highest price value combination will win reward. For today's reward challenge, the winning tribe, only one tribe, will receive a toilet, so you won't have to use bushes anymore. You will have a distinct room that you can go to the bathroom in peace in. So a lot is at stake here. You want to win this reward challenge. It's going to improve your life a lot more in camp. Without further ado, let's find out who's going to sit out from each tribe. And the Banaba tribe has chosen to sit out Carrie, while the Tarawa tribe will be sitting out Maggie. Without further ado, let's get started. Well, we are now going to tally up the tribe's results, starting off with the Banaba tribe. So, Eduardo has painted 79. Matt has made a painting worth 86. Diane, 78. Lydia 83, and Marlon with 78. So the Banaba tribe has a total of 404. We're now going to move over to the Arona tribe. Starting off with Melissa, who has a score of 84. Moving on to Jared. Why is it not registering? Jared with a score of 85. Then we move on to Darren with 89. Cassia with 75. And Bert with 88, which brings the total of the Arona tribe up to 421. So they are now in first. So we're now going to tally up the Tarawa tribe's results. They need to beat a score of 421 in order to win this reward challenge. So we're going to start off with Ainsley, who got 75. Preston, 89. Dylan with a 75, Raheem with a 74, and Elena with 80, which means they have a score of 39. So unfortunately, they have not won, but a huge congratulations to the Arona tribe. Once again, a huge congratulations to the Arona tribe. You have won a toilet that's definitely going to make camp life a lot easier. You can head back to camp. Unfortunately, Banaba, Tarawa, I've got nothing for you. You can also head back to camp. And that concludes this week's episode of Sim Survivor Season 3. Sorry if this was, first of all, uploaded late. I know this week's episode was a bit delayed. I had a really busy week with school, so I wasn't able to upload it in the time that I wanted to. And also, I know this wasn't the most eventful episode. Reward challenge episodes aren't the best, honestly, because we're not seeing somebody get eliminated. But rest assured, somebody will be getting eliminated next week. Place your predictions who you think that's going to be. We saw a lot of tribe developments in this episode, a lot of people potentially in danger. And also the Arona tribe coming back out of nowhere and winning a challenge. I was really doubtful that they would even be able to, but they surprised me. This game's been a lot of surprises so far, and I'm honestly open for it. Keep them coming. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Thank you for all the comments and the nice words that you left on the episode 1 of season 3. It was really encouraging and it was really supportive, and it's a big motivating factor to keep making these videos. And if you haven't yet, I'd recommend joining the Discord. I'll post updates if I'm delaying episodes with their premiere, or if anything that I need for y'all to know, I'll just upload it there. But also, I hope you guys have a great time. Stay safe in the middle of this crazy world that we're in, and I'll see you next time.